Jokic. Runner here won't go down.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Here comes the screen to Howard. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
It's Wade to Jackson. Anderson. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Barton. Nice pass to get things going.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Jackson. Nikola Jokic with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Miles Bridges slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Oh, the slam popped out. Jones with it. His guys down big. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Barton up against the 8-time All-Star. Cleans the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
And now it's Flash with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. To Jackson. Rebound taken in by the Nuggets. No good. Defense catching a break there. Jones with it. Down a bundle. Superman, Dwight Howard. Looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Miles Bridges to Jokic. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Josh Jackson has got 2 shots coming. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Murray with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nikola Jokic, defended by Howard. To Millsap. Paul Millsap. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Dwayne Wade. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Memphis with the rock. Here comes the screen. Wade. Surveys the floor and draws the foul.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Murray into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Down low, Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. Now 4 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jones with it. Looking to make something happen to Jackson. To Wade. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Jamal Murray gets a look, can't hit. Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Wade. Screen coming. Dwayne Wade. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Jokic.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Denver with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. That's how you defend. To Jackson. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for the Grizzlies, number 11, Brandon Jennings.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. The shot almost. To Millsap.
Yep, I got him. I got him.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Oh, like that.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Flash at the controls. To Jackson. Probing the defense. Josh Jackson, deep left corner. To Wade.
Screen.
5 on the shot clock for Memphis. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Jonas Valanciunas at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. And he finishes at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Crowder Sizing up Jeremy Grant. Paul Millsap with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Will Barton at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Valanciunas. Anderson. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Taking advantage of the turnover.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Wade. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Will Barton. Down low Plumlee. 3 seconds. To Wade. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Will Barton. And a nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Wade. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Down low Crowder. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Knocked loose. Picked up by Memphis.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
19-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Nuggets enjoying a nice cushion. Grizzlies get the first crack at it. As we begin the fourth quarter, they're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
To Will Barton. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's Denver's ball.
Match up.
To Will Barton. In throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. And he scores. Yeah, he took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Cruises inside for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Barton. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming, get mine.
And scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Miles Bridges.
Hey, double screen.
Barton. To Miles Bridges.
Watch your back door.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Another follow. Still no good. Wade to Jaren Jackson. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes. is on the floor. To Miles Bridges. Won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Josh Jackson to Wade. Fine to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. They swarm Jaren Jackson. Missed the shot. To Will Barton. The pass set it all up.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Get over.
Dwayne Wade. Baseline drive. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. Martin into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. The shot no good on the drive by Jokic. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Valanciunas. Not that time. Murray into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. And counted at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Howard.
For the Memphis Grizzlies, number 12, Dwight Howard.
Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now 5 for 6.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Jones with it. His guys down big. Josh Jackson to Howard. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Miles Bridges. The drive. Right to the basket. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Grizzlies ball. Screen coming.
Right.
To Howard. And And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Dwight Howard, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. And hits the first free throw.
For Memphis, number 3, Dwayne Wade.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Jokic, picked up by Josh Jackson. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
To Wade. To Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Jones with it. Down a bundle. To Wade. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen.
Shut up, close out, close out, close out.
Harris's shot won't go.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the screen. To Wade. Jared Jackson with the dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Denver's got it.
Lock up. Here you come.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Time to shuffle things up. Wade to Jackson. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Miles Bridges. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Jared Jackson at the line. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip.
Here we go.
Gary Harris picked up by Jones. Knocked loose and a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Jokic. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Easy path to the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
I'm here. Double.
To Miles Bridges. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Wade. Here comes the screen. Dwayne Wade. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Dwight Howard sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.